Back for your segment number 3 here in the World Center of Broadcast Media from our flagship station out here in Hollywood, California. Big Mark, of course. Where are you going to go without Big Mark? I need Big Mark to basically protect me from getting an ass kicking every day. And you signed up for nothing like this.
I didn't know that I was going to be in the part of the... I'm 6'4".
He's not how tall, Bradley Bowe. It's how big. Because Big Mark isn't just tall, he's big. He's
6'4" by 6'4".
6'4" by 6'4". We'll go with that. So, but Big Mark also is a guy that's been out in California for a long time. He's been out here. You've had some Texas experience, Bradley Bowe. So I'm going to bring this up right now. We're just talking about lifestyle in Southern California. Is L.A. as a city? Forget about the sports teams. We know most of the sports teams are crappy. All right. I mean, let's be honest. Lakers are stinking it up right now. The Angels are not going to make the playoffs again. The Kings did not make the playoffs. The Rams won't make the playoffs. The Chargers, whatever. I mean, now they're the L.A. Chargers. They should have stayed in San Diego. And let's just cut to the chase. I mean, the Dodgers are probably the only team you can depend on in Los Angeles, but that's only the sports team. So my question is this. Is the city of Los Angeles, not just the sports teams, is the city overrated? Everyone wants to come and live here. Is it really worth living in Southern California for you?
I like it. I mean, you know...
You like the traffic? We're going to go home. It's going to take us 2.5 hours.
If there's going to be something that I can bitch about, it's going to be the traffic. But I mean, where in the country can you be in the snow and go snow skiing or tobogganing and go down to the beach? And within a couple of hours. I mean, is it
worth it though for all the other taxes for everything? Bradley Bowe, you're a Texas guy. You like Texas for a long time, but you wouldn't move back to Texas. You'd stay in SoCal. Why?
Just like Mark said, you can go to the beach, mountains.
How many times have you done that?
I used to do that every day.
Go to the beach and the mountains in the same day?
Well, I'd go to the beach one day, next day go to the mountains.
He's talking about the same day.
Most people don't do that, but you can if you wanted to.
Yeah, I know.
It's that close.
Yeah, I have gone to both places in the same day.
Well, I mean, to me, I'm just, hey, look.
Also went to the desert, too.
Well, that's what they say, the desert, the mountains, and the beach in one day. But I don't want to go to the desert. I don't even like the desert. I mean, I don't want to go to the desert even if it was the only thing to do. But
it's great in the winter.
But in Southern California, the other thing Big Mark is not single, and I'm not single. You're single, man, and there's a lot of cute girls in Southern California. However, a lot of them are a colossal pain in the ass. So the girls in Texas are probably a lot nicer than the girls in SoCal. Am I right?
Not really.
Really? Are you serious?
Not really.
So you think the girls in California are just as nice as the ones in Texas?
It depends on who you meet.
Yeah, well, overall, if I went out here right now and found 100 girls, and we went to Texas and found 100 girls, and we did a little interview in Texas, and Marvin knows what I'm talking about because he's from Minnesota and he also understands, would we find supermodels or super pain in the asses? I mean, in California.
I think you have a little bit of both everywhere you go. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess, boy.
There you go.
I don't go with that, though. I go with extremes, all right? And
Yes,
trust me,
do.
in Southern California...
Because you are extreme.
Damn right I'm extreme. In Southern California, it's terrifying. But in Texas, I mean, we're talking about in different parts of the country, but let's just cut to the chase. We're talking, again, the sports teams, Mark. We're talking about everything to do with Southern California. I love the beach. I got that little tiny bungalow down there by the beach. I like it.
On the canal.
I love where I live. I love the way my life has turned out here. However, it wouldn't take much to get me to get in a plane and go elsewhere. Southern California, this entertainment stuff, we're in the entertainment capital of the world right now. And you know what? Most of these people here are, how can I say this politely? It's the most shallow pool of knuckleheads that you could see ever in Hollywood. I mean, it is. I mean, it just cut to the chase. All you got to do. I was skimming through a People magazine last night and going, just punch me in the face 3 times, Big Mark, because this is just annoying. This entire whole atmosphere here. I'd much rather live in a small place. I'd much rather live in Carrollton, Texas, or someplace where, like Austin or whatever, where I can just go fishing, I can hang out, do my business, and not have to deal with the phoniness that is Hollywood.
But you got to make a living.
I know you got to make a living. Right here, I can make a lot of living protecting baby elephants because those people, again, at Ringling Brothers, thank Christ that they shut you down.
They didn't shut them down. They are ending it. That's all.
They got forced to get rid of the elephants and the bears and the tigers out of their show. So remember, Roy Horn thought he was a tough guy too, from
Tigers,
Siegfried and
and
Roy,
bears.
until all of a sudden one of those tigers went cat scratch fever on his melon. All right, so you can't treat big cats nasty and be mean to bears and be mean to baby elephants and hope it works out for you. I'm so happy that circuses are gone, and they should shut down every zoo right now, including the LA Zoo. They should shut down all the zoos. They're in prison. These are animals that are tossed in a cage that are used to running around free.
None of those ever ran around free. They're
That's
used
not
to
true.
it.
Some zoos rescue and release the animals.
And when they can't be released, they just take care of them.
Oh yeah, nice, buddy. I got a
3 squares a day.
I got a nice 6x8 cell for you. Come on in here, Cujo. No, I don't think so.
They let them roam around. They try to make their
They
habitat
can't spin
look
around. They're like
as
veal.
natural to-
They're veal calves. They can't even move around. I don't like it, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about.
You're a different cat.
I am a different, and don't call me a cat. That's for old. That's an old people saying. That's what old people say. Oh, that cat. No. That's don't do that.
Okay, you're a different kind of dog.
I'm not a dog either. All right, American Idol. Bradley. At the end of the day, let's just cut to the chase here. You're a football fan. You like the Chargers?
I don't keep up with football.
Okay, so who's your sports teams out here? Because I know you're not a big sports guy except motorsports guys. But if you were going to go to the game, you're going to go to an Angel game. You cheer for the Angels, right? All right. So aren't you disappointed, though, as an Angel guy, that every year Mike Trout goes out there, he's the best baseball player in the game, but yet the rest of the team is like me?
Well, I haven't seen them play today. They play Texas, so should be a good game.
It should be a good game until they start. I think Texas is going to maul them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Angels are in first place.
Oh, good God. It's only a season started 5 days ago.
Well, then how can you say that they're not going to make the playoffs?
Because
if
the
it's-
roster that the Angels has is slightly better than what's in this room right here. And I haven't seen Marvin play. Marvin's a pretty good
They
pitcher.
are in first place. I'll tell you who they need to get rid of.
Who's that?
The coach.
Man, you're talking about Mike Scioscia?
Yeah.
Mike Scioscia's a nice guy, but so are you. You're right, and you shouldn't be managing the
have
Angels
you,
either.
What have you done for me lately? I mean, when did they win their last World
2002.
Series?
Only.
There you go. 15 years ago.
15 years ago, and since then they've missed the playoffs 9 times. What does that tell you?
It's time for a new coach.
Yeah, well,
They've had some talent on the team.
and they've had some bad picks too, and they've made some
They
poor
did.
choices,
Yeah.
and that's the owner as well, and the GM, the 3 GMs that they fired.
Well, you can't do anything about the owner.
No, the
Okay.
owner is the guy that writes the checks, but the owner is also the cheap guy. We're talking Artie Moreno. He is the Donald Sterling of Major League Baseball. He's cheap as hell. As long as he keeps living in mansions, making millions of dollars, he's happy. But he doesn't care about the product they put out in the field, and it's evident, Artie. All right, Artie. You know what? You're a gazillionaire. Made all this money off the advertising, or the billboards off the freeway, but he can't put a baseball team together that can beat me, Big Mark, Bradley, and Marvin's got a good fastball. So we might have a chance to even beat that damn team. So I'm not kidding you. Artie, please, your fans, you're just gouging them. It's $14 for a Corona there at an Angel game. Do you know that? It's
No,
$14 for a Corona.
I don't go to game. I don't.
$14 for a Corona. It's like $12.
Give me football season.
Yeah, well, it's a lot.
I can't wait. It's
Yeah.
almost here. Yay!
Yeah, well, we'll talk about your football when we get back. We're gonna go to break early because we got some things to make up here. When we get back, we're gonna wrap it up. I told you I was gonna tell you where to get some alternative treatment for cancer. We're gonna talk about things that matter, and yes, we are gonna talk about the top 10 in NASCAR, and they're all young kids. NASCAR has gone full circle. They made a housekeeping changes there that are unbelievable. House cleaning changes, I should say. But has it been good for the sport with a lot of these young kids that are in the sport now, besides the Joey Logano's and the Kyle Bushes? There's a lot of young kids that don't have the following of the guys like Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart. Has the sport grown? Has the sport gone basically into the tank? Because you're going back to where they have zero attendance at some of the major tracks they used to sell out. The TV ratings are down. NHRA is rising. NHRA is starting to creep up and catch them a little bit here. And I got to believe, my prediction I told you a couple weeks ago, it will be 2 years before NASCAR will be back on a week delay where you won't even see the races live anymore because no one's going to cover this stuff.
Who's Kyle Larson?
Well, Kyle Larson's a damn good racer. In fact, Kyle
Well,
Larson,
he's
since
leading.
you asked, I know he is. Since you asked, Kyle Larson is famous for one thing. Juan Pablo Montoya drove that Ganassi car, the very same car he had, for 5 years and got nothing out of it. Kyle Larson took it the first season and got wins before the season even started. So it's Kyle Larson is the real deal, that's for sure. But again, a lot of these names are not household names yet, and I think the sport should have kept a few of the old geezers around a long time. You know how that goes. Sometimes you get rid of the old timers that have the following, that have the built-in fan base, and the sport suffers for a while. When we get back, we're going to talk NASCAR, NHRA, and I'm going to tell you right now about the Clear Center of Health and about some good friends of ours in Northern California. No matter what you're facing, whether it's Lyme disease, whether it's cancer, whether it's ALS, no matter what you're facing, and MS, and even muscular dystrophy, there are things that these people can do to help you naturally and a lot safer than some of the products and some of the services you're getting from mainstream pharmaceutical and mainstream medical industries. When we get back, more Lug Nutzz TV, more Big Mark, and I'll probably shut the hell up.